Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about numericals on Charles law, right? Well, now we are particularly discussing about gas law, there in which we have already completed two laws. Well, just we recall those laws. First one, what we considered Boyle's law, right? Yes or no? Boyle's law. Boyle's law. So according to Boyle's law, what it says, the volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure, or you can say the pressure of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to volume mathematically at a constant temperature. Okay, so Boyle's law. And second we are considered Charles law. What the Charles law says? So Charles law indicates the relationship between volume and temperature at constant pressures. The volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to temperature. So if you increase the temperature, volume also increases. If you decrease the temperature, volume also decreases. So at constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperatures. Okay, so Boyle's law says the relationship between volume and pressure. Charles law gives the relationship between volume and temperature. So as like there is one more gas law, there is a one more gas law named as Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law. Well, just we analyze before going for the statement of the Gay-Lussac's law. We just analyze here whatever the animations we display. Just consider a container. There is a container, it is fitted with a piston, fitted with a piston and is filled with the gases. Now say when we observe, consider each diagram in the inside this vessel, each two circles whatever we are observing indicates a molecule. So here the molecules, whether they are at, consider they are the gaseous molecules, whether they remain at constant position, no, they are under random movement, right? Consider a molecule collides to the walls of a container. How many molecules are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Consider they are the collisions. Okay, so volume is fixed here. A gas of particular volume taken in a container and we are going to get a certain number of collisions. Okay, consider there are 6 molecules, there are 6 collisions present. Now if you heat it, if you heat it, what happens? Volume increases. According to Charles law, what we say, if you increase the temperature, volume also increases. But now what we are doing is we are not allowing to expand the volume, means volume is kept constant. When volume is kept constant, look at the molecules, say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 16, total 16. Means what happened to the number of collisions here? Number of collisions increases. Means if you heat it at constant volume, if volume is kept constant, on heating what happens? There is an increase in the number of collisions. Similarly, on further heating, we can observe much more collisions. Means what we are analyzing in this experimentation is, say earlier, whatever the gas, particular volume of gas is taken in a vessel, we are going to observe certain number of collisions, say 6 collisions are observed in this case. On heating at a constant volume, I am again specifying we are heating at a fixed volume, constant volume. If you heat it at a fixed volume, there is an increase in the number of collisions. Okay, means what we can say here, increase in the temperature. If you increase the temperature, what it results in? The more collisions. Okay, more collisions means more the molecules hitting the walls of a container. Ultimately we get more number of collisions here. So it indicating that more collision means what it indicates? There is an increase in the pressure. Collision ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಏನು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ, right? So keeping in mind that what we have done, volume, volume is kept constant. At constant volume, pressure and temperature, how they are related? Both are directly proportional. Well, uh, so at constant volume, pressure is directly proportional to what? Pressure is directly proportional to temperatures. Okay. Who proposed this law means, as the name itself says, Gay-Lussac. Joseph Louis Gay-Lussac, he proposed the law which gives the relationship between pressure and temperature at a constant volume. So accordingly, if I consider the statement of the law, Gay-Lussac law states that at constant volume, so volume must be kept constant, right? So at constant volume, pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So volume is directly proportional. Okay, pressure is also directly proportional. So pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperatures. Okay, well, so mathematically we can say P is proportional to T. Here, what is the condition? Volume of a gas must be kept constant. Along with volume, N indicates the number of moles of a gas, or in turn I can say mass. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ N ಏನು indicate ಮಾಡುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ number of moles of a gas, or generally I can say mass of a gas. Mass of gas taken must be kept constant. Then only it is possible to get a direct relationship between pressure and temperature. So again here also, to remove the proportionality symbol, we can place a constant. So P by T is equal to constant. Alright. So if we extend the formula, what we form? P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2 is equal to P3 by T3 and so on. Right, is the mathematical formula, as like V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Here P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2 is further equal to P3 by T3. So remember this formula. Okay, well, representation of a Gay-Lussac's law. Well, consider a pressure and a temperature, a graph of pressure versus temperature. If you plot a graph, so when temperature is high, what about corresponding pressure? Corresponding pressure is also high at for a constant volume. Please remember this. This relation is arrived by keeping volume and number of moles of a gas constant. So when temperature is high, pressure is also high. So we get a corresponding point here. When temperature decreases at low temperature, what about pressure? Corresponding pressure also decreases. So as like we get what? The nature of graph will be a straight line. Okay, the graph will be a straight line. If you extrapolate this, that it cuts the origin. Okay, well, so here what is kept constant? Volume is kept constant, therefore it is referred as a isocourse. So the whatever the graph plotted between pressure and temperature, we get a different isocourse. Well, now consider a question, one numerical here. A glass container is sealed with a gas at 0.8 atmospheric pressure and at 25 degrees Celsius. So there is a glass container. So consider is a container. Okay, it is sealed. It is filled with a gas. What is the pressure? Pressure is 0.8 atmosphere. At what temperature it is done? 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, well, further, the glass container can sustain a pressure of 2 atmosphere. Means at this condition, okay, it can sustain a pressure up to how much? It is filled with a gas and its pressure is 0.8 atmosphere. This glass container can sustain a pressure of how much? It can sustain up to how much? 2 atmospheric pressure. This container can sustain 2 atm pressure only. Okay, calculate the temperature to which gas can be heated before bursting the container. Means is the sustainable pressure. Further, we have to find out sustainable temperature. How much? Up to what temperature this glass container can sustain? After that, what happens? It's burst out. Well, so given, if I look at the given data, say P1 how much? It is the 0.8 atmosphere. and corresponding temperature T1 25 degrees Celsius. So 25 plus 273, it is 298 Kelvin temperature. So P2 how much? That container can sustain up to 2 atmosphere is the sustainable pressure, final pressure. So 2 atmosphere. We have to find out what? T2. Okay. Well, so what they said, sealed means what? Volume is kept constant. Therefore, we have to consider Gay-Lussac's law. So according to Gay-Lussac's law, what is the formula we have? Yes, what is the formula we have? It is the P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. So we have to find out T2 here. So T2 is equal to, equate for T2. T2 is equal to P2 T1 divided by P1. So P2 how much? 2 atmosphere. T1 298 Kelvin. Okay, P1 it is 0.8 atmosphere. So if you simplify it, we get a T2. It is 745 Kelvin. So what is the sustainable temperature? It is the 745 Kelvin. Well, in terms of degree Celsius means 745 minus 273. It is 472 degrees Celsius. Means that glass container can sustain a temperature up to how much? 472 degrees Celsius. If it is heated 472 degrees Celsius onwards, what happens? That glass container burst out. Okay. If pressure exceeds 2 atmosphere, container burst out. If temperature exceeds 472 degrees Celsius, again glass container burst out. Is the sustainable temperature. Okay. Well, I hope you got this. Well, for a one MCQ here, what is that? According to Gay-Lussac's law. Okay, according to Gay-Lussac's law, look at the options. P is proportional to T at constant volume and mass. Second, P is proportional to 1 by V at constant temperature. C, V is proportional to T at constant pressure. None of these. So according to Gay-Lussac's law, what we said? At constant volume, the pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Okay, so what is constant here? Volume as well as mass, N. Number of moles, or I can say mass of a gas is kept constant. So what is the option? Option A is correct here. Okay. Well, it is about Gay-Lussac's law. With this, I am going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session, we go for other concept. Thank you. Be safe.